You know the feeling. You spend an hour on Sunday night building the perfect minute-by-minute schedule. Every block is color-coded. Every task has a time slot. And by 10 a.m. on Monday, one unexpected phone call completely derails it. Most people react to a ruined day by vowing to be more disciplined tomorrow. But this assumes the failure was a personal one, rather than a design flaw in the system itself, a trap called overplanning. To fix this, we have to look at the psychological mechanics that make us overplan. We'll break down the illusion of certainty, the trap of trivial tasks, the necessity of creative procrastination, the use of a single focal point, and why we must view plans as intentions. Solving this cycle requires more than just a better calendar app. It requires dismantling the psychological need to feel in total control of your time. We overplan because the future is unpredictable, and unpredictability causes anxiety. Writing a rigid, hyper-detailed schedule is a subconscious attempt to demand a guarantee of safety from tomorrow. But time doesn't obey our demands. When you try to clamp down on an unpredictable reality and force it into a straight line, reality always wins. The schedule breaks. So you build backup plans, and backup plans for the backup plans. Yet no matter how many contingencies you create, you never actually achieve certainty. You simply push the frontier of your anxiety further and further into the future. Overplanning is a failed emotional coping mechanism. It generates a temporary, false sense of security, which is entirely different from actually getting things done. When faced with a massive, overwhelming list of things we can't possibly control, our brains look for an easy win. We start doing small, trivial tasks first, just to get the quick dopamine hit of crossing something off. But time is strictly finite. If we look at the math, you will never actually have enough hours in the day, or in a lifetime, to complete every single thing you or others want you to do. If you prioritize clearing out the easy things first, those low-value tasks will multiply continuously. They behave like a swarm, consuming all your available hours and leaving the most important work untouched. Tackling the easy stuff first guarantees you will fail at your true priorities. To succeed, you have to accept that many things on your list must remain incomplete. Since you can't do everything, you must practice what author Brian Tracy calls creative procrastination. This means stepping away from the chaotic habit of accidentally letting things fall through the cracks. Instead, you thoughtfully and deliberately decide exactly which tasks you are going to ignore. Let's apply this right now. Pause this video. Look at your current to-do list. Find one low-value item that is causing you stress and deliberately cross it off entirely. Decide that you are simply never going to do it. Choosing to leave minor tasks unfinished is what allows you to maintain focus on your true priorities. This type of strategic neglect is a mandatory requirement for high-level work. With the trivial tasks cleared away, you can abandon the minute-by-minute schedule. Instead, you need to choose exactly one primary focal point for your day. This diagram illustrates a framework where the first step is selecting a single highlight. You anchor your day around protecting that major activity. The advantage of this cycle is it defends your time. Even if your afternoon descends into chaos, securing that highlight guarantees the day was a success. A single anchor provides resilience. It allows you to bend and adapt to unexpected disruptions, whereas a rigid checklist shatters at the first sign of trouble. To stay flexible, we have to view a plan as just a thought, a present moment expression of how you'd ideally like to deploy your influence over the future. Overplanning builds a rigid train track. It's highly efficient until a single fallen tree blocks the route. Healthy planning is more like a compass. It gives you a clear heading while allowing you to navigate freely around any obstacles in your path. We've covered a lot of ground. We've seen through the illusion of certainty, bypassed the trap of trivial tasks, deployed creative procrastination, established a single focal point, and reframed plans as intentions. True productivity requires surrendering the illusion of perfect control. By embracing your human limits and treating your plans as flexible intentions, you can finally stop overplanning and start executing.